It's time to toast to success. Grab your drinks and tune in to the Toast Podcast.
What's good with you?
What's going on?
Yo, we got my girl Ebony here, the original.
Yes, indeed.
How you doing today, Ebony?
I'm doing just fine. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good.
And we saved the best for last. You know why he the best? Because he's my barber. Let's welcome Trey Mason to the show tonight.
Yes.
Trey Mason, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's
How
up
you
with
doing?
it?
How you doing?
Feeling good. What's good?
You feeling good? You have a
Feeling
good,
great.
successful day in the barber shop?
I was off the day.
Oh, you was off? Oh, so you took a
So
break.
you relaxed and ready for the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
that's
him
what's up.
scared. That's what it is.
No fear.
I'm in control tonight.
No fear.
You in control in the barber shop, and I'm in control tonight.
No barber talks tonight, honey.
No,
It's podcast
sir.
talk tonight,
No,
baby.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Trey, tell us what you got going on in the great city of Washington.
Just got a little bit ahead. We got 2 locations. One over there by the hospital, one by Walmart. Just working, man. Working.
So explain to us about your one by Walmart and your one by the hospital.
The one by Walmart is more so for, as far as the customers, more so for walk-ins. You know, a couple of us already have our established clientele. But that is really an opportunity for people that's coming out of the barber school here in Washington, so they can have a great start.
There you go.
Because it's really nowhere else for them to go.
right.
There's a couple of seats throughout Washington that's opening, but as far as a great location in front of a lot of people to start their career from a great platform that I've built over the years, I feel like it's a great opportunity for them.
So that actually, I'm glad you pulled that out because that goes to my first question I have for you tonight.
Okay.
Then we'll move around.
Excuse me.
Man, so, you know, most barbers when they first come in, you know, how do y'all handle it if one that's trying but don't really have the, what's the word I want to use? They don't have the people's coming. And when it's time for their monthly payment and they come short, what are your options for that? Or how do y'all go about that? Do you teach them how to talk to the people, or do you wait till next month and add more? Or
Well, from the beginning, you know, you as an owner, you got to think logically. You know what I mean? You got to know that if they coming right out of school, not too many people checking for them. You know what I mean? So, what I do for people right out of school is their first 2 weeks is free. Then I have to pay no booth rent, and then it's half of what their normal booth rent is for 90 days.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when you breaking down like in calculations, like the half booth rent divided by 5, in actuality they only got to cut 3 heads.
Right.
You know what I mean? To make their booth rent for the week.
Okay.
So it's not a lot of pressure on them to cover their financial obligations.
That's good.
But at the same time, during that 90 days, you should take advantage of social media,
Right.
passing out business cards, this, that, and the third.
Right.
So when it's time for you to start paying your booth rent, you know, your full
You
booth
can,
rent, it's like
right.
they
good
know
enough
what's
trying to
up.
get your clientele.
that
That's
also
good.
play a big part in being nice to people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
go in that barbershop and you done catch me out on Facebook. And you sitting in your chair, lean back playing on your phone. You think I'm gonna go over there to your
I
chair?
mean, for real.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Just to throw that out, that nobody in my shop has cussed them out.
I
know that's
putting
right.
it out there. You ain't the only barbershop around here.
Okay.
But,
Right.
but yeah, man, that's actually good because, you know, it's actually people that probably want to take that start but didn't know that. You know, they probably
Right.
thought as soon as they get in, they're going to have to pay about
Yes.
$400. So,
Yeah.
you know, they're like, nah, I'd rather keep cutting at the house.
My mindset now is I understand from every level of barber, whether it's going through barber school, being fresh in the barbershop, or being in the barbershop for years.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Each level has a different level.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if you're not the type of barber that isn't the type that's going to pass out business cards or be on social media, you can still cover your financial obligations.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not only that, I feel like what I want to see and what some barbers want may be different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm learning for myself, sometimes my guidance may be overbearing a little bit because I've seen the pitfalls. You know what I mean? And they can easily be avoided if you got the right guidance and if you take heed, just like all of us.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Even in life,
Right.
where somebody will be like, don't do such and such. Don't touch the stove, it's hot.
Right.
It's like,
That's
that's a big, pretty stove.
Yeah.
Don't touch that
Why
thing.
he don't want me to touch the stove? Don't touch it.
You know what I mean? And then
Exactly.
He got that
Right.
stove when he got his tax money. So don't touch it. It ain't no rat pee on that one yet.
But Trey, do you see a difference between when you started off and getting into barber versus now with some of the barbers that's coming in now? Do you kind of see yourself into a lot of them, or what makes you to where the point where you can work with these people? And
It's a yes and no. Yes, because we all have that one thing in common, that's barbering. But when it comes to the personalities, it's just like any other thing. It's just like being in the family.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you might have your black sheep, you might have your golden boy, you might have your person that, is people put up on a pedestal and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? But my idea is to make it so that when somebody walks into the shop, they don't know who's the owner because we all greet them.
okay,
You know what I mean?
right, that's real.
The customer service is A1. You know what I mean?
And I got to give it to you. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, they already dealing with enough intimidation when they walk in and see all these barbers here in these certain seasons and stuff like that. So you definitely want to make them feel welcome when they come in the door.
Definitely.
That's what's up.
The new barbershop by Walmart. It reminded me of the Barbershop 2 movie. You remember when they seen that?
do.
I was like, oh, shoot. Look
It
at them
do.
floors they got.
That's what made me. I think the first thing that really caught my eye was the floors.
The
I was
floor.
like, yo, that's
the
a
floor.
barbershop
Man,
for
put
real.
all you need is a rim. Foot Locker used to have that basketball.
Yeah.
Man, you just want to put on some shoes and scratch
Yeah.
scar that
Let me
floor
tell you
over
about the
there.
floor, though. The floor was actually the deciding factor of that particular location.
Really?
Because
It definitely brought that barbershop
excuse me.
out.
You doing a lot of choking and coughing.
Nah, man.
You scared?
That drink over there
you,
driving me out.
I'm in charge tonight, so you scared. Man.
That drink over there got my throat dry. But check this out, though. So I went out there to check out the unit beside GameStop.
Oh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? This was last March. You know what I mean? And it needed a lot of work done to
Okay.
it. You know what I mean? We talking about a lot of cosmetic work before we do any electrical work, plumbing, any of the sort. You know what I mean? So, but the landlord made a mistake and left the current shop, the door unlocked to that one. And when I went in with my electrician, who happens to be a deacon.
Okay.
I ain't talking like these 2024 deacons.
Right.
I'm talking about he been
Yeah, he old school.
horseshoe bald spot, a little bit of
sir.
gray
One of
hair.
them
He the one. Oh, he the one.
OG,
Yeah.
he's an OG deacon.
Yeah, you
know
not
what I
going
mean?
in there till he look.
He's an OG deacon.
Right.
So
Cross.
right. I felt that when we went inside the unit. You know what I mean? And I'm looking around and I'm like, man, the only thing that need to be done in here is the floors need to be swept.
Okay.
I mean, the paint was on the walls, all the lights working fine. The floors just needed to be stripped and waxed. You know what I mean? Something simple.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, D. It's kind of big, and I know they want more for this one. He was like, you know what? Pray on it. He said, I can feel it. He said, I can feel it right now.
that's dope.
He said, this one here gonna be yours.
Somebody.
I'm like, I don't know. So I'm going back and forth with my guy that I'm linked to or whatnot, and we talking, we passing back and forth emails and whatnot. And next thing you know, I don't hear from him for months. So I'm thinking, somebody already got the unit, because the for rent sign came down at this point. I'm like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So he just hit me back one day, maybe like 3 months later. He was like, yeah, man, I was sick. I was bedridden. I was like, are you serious? Like, I've been calling the office. Nobody told me that.
He was what ready?
He was
bedridden.
That means about to die.
No, he was sick.
He was just sick.
He
in
was
the
down
bed.
bad.
He was down
I
bad.
thought
Yeah.
that was mortuary.
No.
Ready to
Not
get you
going
to
to
the job, bitch.
Yes, sir. Boy, we about to send him to Heavenly
I'm going to a
Arms.
funeral.
We gonna send him to Heavenly Arms.
Every other haircut, I got to go play at the funeral. I'm like, is this a thing? Like, you like Nah, but for real.
man.
So, at that point, it was all about my faith and believing that we can make this happen. And not only just make it happen for some young people fresh out of school and empower them with entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? And
One thing I admire, when I go in that shop, Trey can be cutting my hair or something, and if one of them got an issue, he'll be like, "Hey man, hold on for 1 second," and he'll go over there and help him out.
That's real.
And, Of course, I'll be ready to get out that chair because I'm sleepy, but
Yeah.
you know the fact
But
that he
you
take
get
time
it.
and he's
Absolutely.
showing
And helping. Right.
And my question, another question I have for you: How do you handle, you know, a parent that's in there? You know, first they come in there to try out your new barber because they really want you to cut the hair. But, you know, you like, hey, look, you got to have an appointment, but I got new barber.
Right.
How do you handle one going to your new barber, they get a haircut, and it's not to the parents' expectation of what you do,
Right.
and they get loud with your new barber? So, how do you go
Well,
about handling
thank
stuff?
God that it has escalated to that. You know what I mean? You can feel sometimes where the tension might be rising a little bit. But what I always tell my guys, you know, just kind of keep cool because the parents or the kids, their actions is going to be based off how we act.
Right.
There you go.
I mean, so they're going to react as we act.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even if you just keep a smile on your face, you appear cool on the outside. You know what I mean? That'll keep a lot of things cool.
Man, because, boy, I'm telling you, boy, them girls will come up in there. I want Trey to cut his hair. I don't want him messing up my son's head. And first off, your son's head already nappy. Ain't too much wrong can go with that. All them little BBs up in that head, still got a little cotton ball from the pillows. And he done been to school all day. That same piece of cotton sitting in his head. That let me know somebody ain't combing that hair anyway. Then you get mad at the new barber because he done.
I'm like, at least let him wash it.
At least wash it or something. Be respectful. Probably ain't even wash
I
behind the
think it's to
board.
do us when we go get our hair done or whatever. We always get
man.
someone to do the washing and the
Boy.
conditioning. We go to the real hairstylist. Maybe that's what they need to do.
I'm telling you. So we're going to pause this because he's going to have to blank this part out. He done asked for a paper time. He nervous. He nervous.
We ain't going to put that pressure on.
We ain't
going to do you like that, Trey.
man.
We ain't going to do you like that.
I'm just hot.
We going to cut up a little
We going to
bit.
hold this thing on please. Man, we actually just running with the flow.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trey Mason.
And we can run it. I'm not on no time limit. I'm
That's
good.
what it is. That's what it is.
So boom. Let me say this. First of all, going to the barbershop. I've been locked in with Trey since he was fresh in the barbershop.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember that too.
I would go in that barbershop sometime waiting for the other barber. And I would see Trey over there with that same piece of cloth wiping off the clippers. Now it done turned a little, you can see a little cotton on the thing. He's sitting there just,
Yeah.
you straight, bro?
When he cut mine before, Ellis cut mine, he cut mine before also, but he was always humble there at that chair.
I mean, you ain't got no choice but to be humble. Ain't nobody going to your chair right now.
well, I went to it.
Seriously.
I went to it, and I ain't been out the chair ever since.
Okay.
And
I
so,
knew he had the
you know,
potential to do it, you know?
Yeah, he had the potential.
Absolutely.
You know, I got up in that chair, boy. He would have messed me up, boy. I would have.
Done nothing but got you some spray paint and kept on going.
Speaking of spray paint, thank you. God know just what to do. Trey. So I'm from the old school, and we called it blackout. So you know, matter of fact, that's how mine started. I had a bald face, and I went in there and told him, "Hey, yo, give me a blackout." That man painted from here to under here. I sat in the house for about 2 days.
Do some of the clients request that?
Yeah.
You do that.
How do they say it? Let me get an enhance.
Oh, what?
Enhance. What is it called?
Enhancement. They get an enhancement.
What's an enhance? Okay, so what did they say? 'Cause honestly.
Okay, so it's like this. You know what I mean? The customers, your real customers, know what you offer.
Okay.
And they speak your language.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you go to your stylist, you know what I mean? You say, let me get this. Okay,
Yeah.
girl, bow.
Right.
You know what I mean? With him, he just say, yeah, let me get my little,
Yeah.
and let me get my little.
You already know what it is.
I'm
right.
like, okay. You
Okay.
know what I mean? So that's that customer barber rapport.
Connection.
You know what
That's
I
that
mean? So-
relationship. That's what's up.
And that's the main thing that a lot of barbers are missing. You missing the
right.
connection. This is not prostitution, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
They not just coming to spend a quick 40. What they call it, a quick visit. They not coming for
I
no
just
quick
found out what that
visit.
meant at
Me
QB.
too.
I said, what do QB? I'm getting old. There's somebody
They
that's
not
business.
right.
Like,
They
oh.
not just coming for a quick visit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like a haircut. Exit. Mark that a haircut.
We got you.
A haircut should make a man, a boy, a woman feel like they're on top of the world.
Absolutely.
Because they coming in with whatever they have going on eternally. You know what I mean? It could be a bad day, it could be a great day, it could be whatever the situation is.
Right.
But when they hit the door, somebody greets them with a warm welcome. So that spirit a little bit. When they get in the chair and they feel the clippers, you feel they feel the physical touch from their barber, knowing what they're doing.
They're comfortable.
It's comfortable.
Right.
And then you get the conversation, you get the laughs, and then you get a good haircut.
I'm telling you.
So you feel like
just
A1.
like us when we get out here.
You
You know, it's crazy because number 6 on my question was, I was going to ask you, did you know that your job was a blessing?
I'm telling
Yes.
you.
Because
It is.
Yes.
This
just like
this
us
is
women.
honestly me talking. You
Right.
know, I ain't talking about how anybody else feels.
Right.
I wrote down that I can be feeling down, having a tough week, but the moment I get out of your chair, I feel like nothing else that went good that day. My barbershop appointment did.
Okay.
For sure.
And, you know,
For sure. For
and
sure.
just that little moment of going in there getting a haircut, you spraying that shit, you spraying that stuff all over folks' head like you spraying the paint. Man, when they get out of the chair, that makes
Feel
them
like a new
feel
person.
good, man.
It
And
does.
to walk
That's how us
outside.
women be when we get out here today. We feel like a whole different
Man,
person.
that-
Everything we went through that day is just
And
gone.
on the real, to be honest, when a man or a boy gets his haircut, it ain't even about them.
Right.
It's more so, I hope your old lady like it.
Yeah.
Or I hope your mama like it.
You get us
And we could get the old lady and the mama to be on the
You
same
doing
page.
something.
Oh, we got you locked in.
So my mama has done got to the point now when I get a haircut, first thing she say, cause she just hate on me when I get a haircut. You got a blackout. Man, ain't nobody getting no blackout, man. What are you talking about? No, I didn't get no. Oh, I thought you got a blackout or something.
What?
I know.
Think you get alopecia or something?
Everybody go to the barbershop, don't get no blackout.
What's she trying to say?
What she said? She just come out and ask me, did I get a blackout?
Oh.
That's crazy.
But
That's
Nah,
crazy.
yeah, going to show you he
But
nice with them
honestly,
clippers. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this too. This also, help out the females a little bit. Fellas, if you're not working and you don't have nothing going on,
Okay, talk.
take that pressure off the lady. Go to the barbershop with your little boys, man. 'Cause
That's on the
for
real,
For one-
it's rare that you see a dad or uncle bring their nephews or their sons in. Like I don't. That's something that I haven't seen that in a long
First thing,
time.
we're gonna rewind all this.
Wow.
You gonna let me finish talking? Then you can come in
Where
and
you-
talk.
My apologies, Mike. Mike
You
Tucker.
done turned my whole conversation off.
I'm sorry.
So like I was saying, as a man, if you ain't got nothing going on, if you ain't working, you home playing the video game, your little boy going to the barbershop, get up and go with him, man. Take the pressure off the woman for a little while. Because for one, old slick barber could be up in there, Hey, man, cutting that little boy hair.
Oh,
Hey, man.
here we go.
How you doing? How he doing in school? Oh, well, little man, that's what's up, bro. I always remember this. Whatever times one is that number. You know what I'm saying?
Just schooling them, right?
Bro, hey,
Became
man,
a stepdaddy that fast.
them became us. Done wanted that quick because she sitting there. Stop playing. Hey, bro, don't pee on that bed.
Hey,
tonight,
mama, come
'cause-
and see how you like this haircut.
Hey,
There
hey,
you go.
hey, man, look. I charge to do after calls, but look, for him, man, it'll be the same. Just call me, man. I come cut the hair. You know what I'm saying? No charge.
Glad I got to do it.
Take that pressure off you, man. So by then, he done whine your old lady while you sitting at home. Fortnite.
Fortnite.
2K. You sitting home and she walking in there little Jumbo just a smiling. Oh, daddy, you like my haircut? Yeah, man.
no.
And you sitting there with dreadlocks sticking all on top of your head.
Oh my God,
And
man.
then when you go
It has
hang out,
happened. I have seen it.
hang out on 25th Street tonight.
I have seen it.
Oh, the barber
With his
is
briefcase.
knocking on your door.
And then my man with the controller in his hand. Well, you just got his haircut last week. You
Nah,
think I'm
man,
ready?
we got to
missed
keep
a
him
spot.
fresh. Plus school pictures tomorrow. we got to keep. Oh shoot, my fault, bro. Go ahead, do your thing there, bro. Matter of fact, I'm about to step out right now, man. Go
It's
do your
crazy.
thing, bro.
It's
Wow.
crazy. But like
So-
for real, like he said, it really need to be more dads really stepping out and doing it.
I'm not saying that to throw off like all barbers are like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially if you one of them guys that's you don't even like a man saying, "Hey, how you doing?" to your woman. You need to
Right.
get your tail up and go to the barbershop.
That's
'cause
right.
all them old deacons at the church ain't just putting money in the pan. They put it in her hand. What you say?
For a quick visit?
A QV.
For a quick visit?
QSV. That's a quick visit. Old Deek doing more than putting offering in the pan. He's trying to see what that pan can do.
Yes,
But man, honestly, man, that is very important. You know, every 2 weeks, on a Thursday, 3 o'clock, 3:30, I know where I'm supposed to be. If I can't make it, hey, you need to drop them off at the door, let them walk on in there.
That's right.
Especially if you already know she got hind parts that's wide as the sky. And she walking that barbershop. Then everybody got to put their hair. Got to clean the clippers.
So look, Trey, we done got so deep into it. So I just want to get to the point. What made you want to become a barber? How was the life before Trey, the younger Trey, up to where he at now? That made you want to become that?
You know, at times I don't remember a time where I didn't cut hair. Because I literally started tinkering with my hair when I was like 12.
Oh.
So it was my mom, she would work. You know what I mean? And when my dad came home, you know what I mean, he'd take me to the barbershop. He stayed in New York.
Okay.
You know, my stepdaddy, he would cut my hair now and then. My mom would cut my hair every now and then.
Okay.
But one day I looked in the mirror, it's like, damn, I ain't had no haircut forever.
Oh, okay.
So my mom, she used to line me up with like a little box razor.
Oh.
My stepdaddy
Oh,
used to
she was
use.
OG. Okay.
So I was like, shit, she only added a little bit of soap and water and just. So I tried it one day. And she was like, who cut your hair? I was like, man, I'm finna get a beat. I've been messing with the razor.
Okay.
I was like, Uncle Bubby. And she was like, that look good. I'm like, nah, I did it.
Oh, okay.
And then she goes, well, you cut your own hair from now on. And that was at 12. You know?
The payment back then was probably, what, $5? And now?
I didn't start cutting nobody else's hair till I got in, like, late middle school, high school.
Okay.
Started cutting my little cousin's hair and whatnot. Everybody had jacked up haircuts. The blade would be so hot, they scabbed up all the way around.
I believe.
But that was my start.
Okay.
So we lived in Washington for a while before we moved to Vanceboro. I think that was the biggest blessing to all the barbershops in Washington.
Okay.
Because every Saturday morning, boy, it looked like a wait or sitting up was going on at our house. Everybody would line up getting a haircut from my dad, and his price was whatever you bless me with.
Vanceboro still only got like 1 or 2 barbers.
Really?
Yeah.
We didn't
And
know
it's been
nobody
like that
down
for
there but
years.
the
It's got a
trees.
small population in Vanceboro, ain't it?
Yeah.
It is.
We didn't know nobody down there but the trees, so we didn't go down there for haircuts.
Oh, okay.
Well, for a long time, it was just a white guy that was cutting hair. So, you know,
Okay.
people in Vanceboro, they either had to come to Washington, go to New Bern, I can't think of the place, but it's west of Vanceboro, east of
Okay.
Vanceboro.
Okay, it's one guy. I might be lying. I don't know, but he's an older gentleman in New Bern. I think he still cut hair for $5.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. And
Jesus,
I've
God
been
bless him.
praying to the good Lord that one day His blessings will fall on you.
Whoa, what?
That you could
That ain't a blessing. That's a curse.
That they know.
No, man.
Come on, now, he got to pay for that floor.
Right.
So let me ask you one thing. How much time we got? We good?
We still good.
So
we good.
now, where you are at now versus when the pandemic hit the first time. If it was to hit now and they went through all the stuff where they shut down, do you think you would be more worried now than you was then, or?
I would worry less because I actually capitalized off of the pandemic.
Okay.
Okay, I was about to say, how did it affect you during the pandemic?
Now the first 2 weeks, I ain't gonna lie, maybe it was the first 2 weeks, first 2 days, I was in like a deep depression.
Where are you?
Because it's like I've been doing this my whole life.
Right.
At that point, it's like
You didn't never look for that point to come where it hit
I
you.
thought it was
Right.
just like, okay, it might reach America, but we're gonna be all right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
People started dying around us, you know what I mean? And then it became it became real to me when it was like barbershops got to shut down by 5 o'clock a certain day. When the police came and parked in our parking lot, making sure people was out of the barbershop by 5 o'clock, that's when it really hit. You know what I mean? So through that depression phase, it was like, what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, well, give me some masks, some gloves. and go house to house like I used to.
Right.
So my 6-day work week turned into a 3 or 4 day work week, and I was still making the same amount of money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then just doing research on different SBA programs, I was able to attain some capital. You know what I mean? And then I went through, made sure all of my bills that I had, paid them off. You know what I mean? Put some towards my house. Bought another station. That's how I was able to have a station for Amy.
Okay. Shout out to Amy.
And then, big shout out to Amy.
Shout out to Amy.
She got a show she in at the convention center this Saturday or Sunday.
You ain't got nothing to go check out. She
Yeah,
definitely
for sure.
dope with the dress, for real.
Yeah, a monster.
Yeah.
A monster.
Yeah.
A monster. The whole team is tough.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. Shout out to
I gotta
Tiffany,
plug
too.
in my whole team.
Yeah,
Tiffany,
your whole team, your whole
Jamar,
squad.
Khalil,
Yeah.
Ellis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to the
everybody
whole
for
crew.
real.
Honestly, if I didn't, I got bad nerves, so I shake, So I wanted to take barber classes, but I know the moment that thing going, you can see all the little teeth from the clippers just going
Right.
in the.
I
So
say
if I ever want to give it a shot, would you let me be? Would you be the first one to sit in the seat and let me cut their hair? Come on now.
cut my hair.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Nah,
you supposed to help
no.
lift
You
a brother up.
got boys. Cut them.
They can't give me the
You got
response.
Marcus and you
Yes,
got
they will.
Chris.
You know, Trill
You
don't
got
mind
Marcus
holding
and
back.
Chris. Listen, the way you handled
The
them in the
biggest
shop.
is the kids.
Marcus gonna eat him alive. Marcus is what, 8 or 9? How old is
Yes.
Marcus?
Eight.
He gonna be the one.
Marcus Jr. is one of
he's
one of the Marcus the third is one of the smartest kids.
He
I know.
there. He is. He
And
is real
and the
smart.
moment he mess up his taper or his edge up, it's over. You will have to go back to the drum set instantly. So I'm gonna tell you right now, stick with drumming. That's your God-given talent.
That's your calling right
That's
there.
your calling.
Boy, I tell you, I'm glad that was my last choice in life. 'Cause you sure killed it. You sure killed it. God knows.
Ain't saying ain't no hope for you, but right now when you say you
With
shake
your hands
Boy, I'm
trembling?
telling you, boy, boy, either way, all I gotta do is stick a cardboard up there and spray some of that black stuff in it.
But
Fix it right
it's
there.
gonna be.
And then another thing, if you light skinned, let me say this. This tells the real barber and who ain't the real barber. Now, if you high yellow, I'm talking about who a high yellow person you know that's professional. You high yellow.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no business getting your whole head painted with that black
it's gonna be so
stuff.
obvious.
Well, okay.
What were the rule I just told you? You sit there, you wait.
I'm
till I
about to solve
finish
your
talking.
problem. I'm about to solve your problem.
Mercy.
But
gotta let the man speak.
if you pitch black, you know daggone well you don't need. You don't need to be getting your sideburn all the way that thick with that black stuff.
You done
going
seen
down
somebody
your
like
face.
that before.
Boy, I go to church, don't I?
Oh yeah, you do.
See the ugly and all.
See, you supposed to be looking up to the pool.
Do you
I
feel
look to
me?
Jesus, but I tell him, Jesus, I know Trey didn't cut that hair.
Hey,
Wow.
I know my barber did. Then you got nerve to get you.
He wouldn't let him come out like that.
Then they got nerve to get that lip on top of the lip black.
Everything.
Come on,
Everything black.
Hey, listen.
Everything
Come
black.
on, Doc. You got to fix that now. Come on now. You too light skinned for that mess. Then got nerve walking around smiling at folks. Man, it rained tonight. You in trouble. I bet your pillow you got a plastic bag on your pillow.
Wow.
So I also want to give a shout out to your wife.
For sure.
Doing
For
her
sure.
thing.
For
Shout
sure.
out to Shantae.
Amazing.
Her little spot
Shantae
down there.
Mason
I gotta
for
get
sure.
down there when I get a chance. I'm loving it. I'm into that. The vintage. But how y'all managing the balancing between both of y'all being an entrepreneurship and then marriage?
First, before we go there, you don't have to go in person. You can go to VibrantThingsBoutiqueNC.com.
Okay.
And the website is lit.
Okay, that's what's up.
Sure. That balance.
With kids and they're into
Them ain't
things
kids
and-
no more. Them grown up.
Yeah, my daughter she's young. She just turned 14.
Okay.
Yeah,
The same age as my baby. Okay.
Yeah. You got to look at your calendar and plan ahead. You know what I mean? So, and just try to stick to it as much as possible.
Right.
You have certain things that are non-negotiable.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like Wednesdays, I try to take off so that when the kids get out of school, I'm home with them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Same thing on Tuesday evenings. You know, and we got to keep the line of communication open.
Absolutely.
Because she has her regular job and her boutique.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm cutting from 4 in the morning sometimes to 7, 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? So, but with that, with entrepreneurship, also we have the flexibility in our schedule.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you can get to the point where you chase every dollar, but if you have quality, every dollar's gonna chase you.
Absolutely.
So if you chasing it, if the dollar's chasing you, you can put a stop to it.
Right.
And it's just gonna build up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then when you start back, it's gonna keep on
It's
flowing.
still gonna be there. That's right.
You know what I mean? Until you get to the point where you got multiple streams of income, and then it's
A
no
blessing.
turning it off.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
good.
we at the point now where we understand that doing business is important. But them 3 kids we got at the house is the most important.
Okay.
You know, so,
I know that's right.
yeah.
That's right.
As far as our relationship, it gets super busy at times where I am the father, the husband, the barber, the this, is that, the third. At times it's like, okay, I need to cut everything off and just be the husband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So what we do now, like I hit my wife a couple of weeks ago, I was like, look, every week we either need to go on a date.
Yeah, that's why I was about to ask
or
next. How do
something.
y'all find time
You know
for
what I mean?
each other?
You got to.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
You got to. And then sometimes we just sit up at night, talk, laugh, cut up, or
That's
confide in
good.
one another. That's really my backbone. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
we went to
Masons.
a class the other day, last Tuesday before last, or something like that, and they did a character trait eval.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So hers was a certain way, and mine's was a certain way, but they were the total opposite. You know what I mean? So her strengths was my weakness, and my strengths were her weakness.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Balance.
saying?
Okay.
And it was like, wow.
Ain't that
You
something?
know what I mean?
That's
So
dope.
that even with that right there, it's like I had to take time away from the shop and go to this class because we went to the class together.
Okay.
And us finding that out, I will say that I really didn't like the event because of the way it was structured. You know what I mean? The information was kind of like started
All over
going
the
way
place?
left.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But just that characteristic evaluation, I feel like that part was just for us.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's
So,
good. Something
yeah.
needed. Something
Yeah,
different.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you gotta do something
keep that.
different.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So, all right. Any of your kids into barbering or into want to cut hair or anything like that, or will they have something else in mind? Or?
My oldest and my youngest, they hint around to it every day.
What you laughing about?
Probably because he know
You
my
know
old.
them?
For one,
Oh, okay.
For one, I look at Trey kids like I look at the kids at
Your
number
kids?
one.
Oh.
The Chinese place. we raised them kids. We raised them kids.
Yo.
So when their parents were back there kicking their little kids up there doing stupid stuff, like, man, you know your mama gonna get you for doing that. Trey kids were little coming in there.
Okay.
Yeah, straight up.
And now,
Okay.
now to see them grown and the boy,
Right.
hey dad. Hey dad.
He's talking about my oldest son.
So I know his son, and when you said that, man, he released his business yet. Trey's son was washing windows one time.
Yeah.
Was he?
What else?
Oh, he a hustler.
YouTuber.
Really?
The thing with our kids, we want them to explore whatever it is they want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you gotta have that work at the foundation. You know
Thank
what I mean?
you,
And
right.
And from with and my oldest son, I guarantee you he'll outwork the average man right now.
What?
Yeah. Because so I want to say maybe like 3 years ago, we pulled him out of school and started homeschooling. You know what I mean? So a part of his curriculum is entrepreneurship.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Entrepreneurship, you got to start at the foundation.
Right.
You know what I mean? And learn different aspects of whatever business you're in. So being that we're in customer service, we got to keep the shop clean.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was, like he said, the windows, the bathroom, the floors, this, that, and the third. At the same time, he speaks to everybody that come in. I guarantee you,
Okay.
if I was to put a set of clippers in his hand and he was learn how to cut hair, he would dominate the town, this whole city. Because of one, his age, two, he's very personal. He speaks to everybody. He meets no strangers.
Oh, that's
You know what I
great.
mean?
Yes.
And then if he just learned the skill,
Just customer
it'd be
service
over.
alone gonna get bring join in. That's good.
Customer service is really starting to be washed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
And you know, to see kids get older, you know, I come from my dad is a picker. So,
Yes.
you know, all his picking fell on me. So one day Trey's son he got in trouble. I said, man, Trey stepped out the shop. I said, go ahead on, get him, man. He said, I am. Oh my God, that boy, he was. I'm gonna get him. I said, look, when he come in here, cancel all that talk.
Yeah, let him get it out.
Boy, he came in there the whole time. I was just in there praying, Lord, please don't let this boy.
Oh my God, man! You a
Please
fire
don't let
starter,
him do
yo.
nothing that's gonna make him get beat up. Because boy, hey man, look, that boy when he was, I'm gonna get him when he come in. Are you okay now? Look, and see, Ellis was like, he cutting somebody's hair. He was like,
This ain't it.
Ellis when he helped me out with boosting it up, but man, that's family.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Like if I
up.
see Trey Son right now in the room, I'm gonna pull him to the side. Hey, you need to chill out, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure 90% of the
what's
people
up.
that go in that barbershop, if they see Trey Son doing something wrong, you know, they're gonna
That's
get him.
good.
Yeah.
They
They
gonna get
know.
him.
That's
They know-
right. That's
they
how it's
know.
supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed
That's
to be.
right.
Man,
Exactly
and
right.
I got one more question to ask you.
What's up?
So you were speaking about the dollar thing, the dollar thing. So when I understand, because you know when I started doing sound, and you know I noticed when you buying stuff and you getting updated, your prices got to go up.
Of course.
You know,
Right.
So even with me being the nice person, now that I have to change prices, I'll be like, oh man, I already know what it's about to be like. They probably just go somewhere else. What's the first thing come to your mind when you send out that message? And you waiting for responses. Starting this week, next week, there's gonna be an increase. Did I say that right? Mm-hmm. Increase in the price. Mm-hmm. What's going through your mind when you send that message out?
Well, like you said, you know you're gonna have some type of pushback from some people. So you already know that out the gate, and then you start thinking, being that the price is going up, on the high side, I always think I might lose 20%. But with the prices going up, it's gonna balance back out.
Right.
And then that creates an opportunity for other people that's been wanting to sit in my chair, to sit in a chair. You know what I mean? So I text it to my clients first, and then I put it on social media.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then from that point, I start doing my advertising. Certain haircuts, that I know cost a certain amount of dollars, and that's a client that I want. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I think that's the reason why a lot of people are scared to jump into entrepreneurship.
Yes.
It's really not. It's a roadmap, but it's not a roadmap.
Okay.
But you got to be creative enough and have faith enough to know that it's gonna work.
Right.
And if it don't work, you just made a mistake. You feel me? You didn't fail. You know what I mean? You just didn't make
that. We're all
that.
supposed to learn from.
You're
That's
just
right.
supposed to learn from it.
Right.
And that honestly lead to the next thing I'm gonna say. At a certain age, you got your own favorite of what you like.
Yeah.
At a certain age, as a man, you should have your own barber.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be going sitting in this chair, that chair, this chair, that chair. You should have your own barber.
That's true.
When Trey can't make it to the shop or he out on vacation, I go 4 weeks without a haircut, and I be one depressed person sitting around listening. If you think you're lonely now, well, I'm talking about I just sit there looking bad. Tell baby, I don't even want to go eat tonight.
That's when the
my
fitted hats
haircut
come
look
in. That's
bad.
when them dad hats come in.
Do-rags don't work. Cause then they're starting to look rough. Then when you take it off, then the little pimples won't stop popping up in your forehead. So
You start noticing everything. Then when
and then
you
you can't go to, I'm scared of the new, nothing against them. I love them. I'm proud of them.
Right.
But boy, the moment they pull that stuff out and spray, I'm going to, hey! Keep that to yourself. Save something for the next person. Keep that. I don't want that stuff on me. That's when you're going to really see who can cut.
That's right.
And I'm moving because we counting out.
Okay.
Is the fade like the easiest cut? Because most barbers, when they first start, that's what they do. The ball fade in the back and leave some. Is that like the easiest cut or?
I don't think it's. I mean, for me, it's not a easiest cut at this point. Because once I get to cutting hair, it's like dopamine. You know what I mean? It's like I get a sense of joy, I get a thrill cutting hair. So I'm still definitely passionate and in love with the art of cutting hair to the point where it's like, that's why he go, yeah, let me get my little.
Right.
He don't tell me exactly what to do, but I just know it. And when somebody comes in, a new person, I can look and see like, yeah, you had this kind of hair, this, that, and that.
Right.
So I be like, you want a such and such on the top, this on the, oh yeah, sure. You know what I mean? It's just being in tune with it. So it's not an easy or hard thing no more. It's just a matter of somebody getting in the chair at that point.
So I'm gonna ask you this before we wrap it up. What would you say to those who want to get into barbering, get into cutting hair?
If you
what would you encourage them? If
you're doing it for the money, don't do it. Because people can tell from your actions, from your conversation, if you just there for a hustle, if you're there for yourself and not for them.
Right.
And what would I tell them if you fresh into it? Get in front of as many people as possible. It doesn't matter how well you cut or how well you don't cut. People need to know that you cut hair.
Right.
People need to know that you're an option. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's the same reason why McDonald's have been advertising the exact same Big Mac since the dawn of Big Macs.
Exactly.
Hey,
okay.
This is what we serve.
Right.
This is an option for you.
Yeah.
We're not telling you should come here, but we're showing you that when you get hungry,
you gonna want a Big Mac. That's right.
Sharpen your craft. Go to many classes as you can. Just because you go to school, that don't mean you've learned it all.
Yeah,
Just
right.
because you watch YouTube, that don't mean you know it all.
That's right.
I still go to classes.
That's what I'm about to ask you next. Okay.
And I've been doing this
learning.
16 years.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. And that's because I love it.
That's it.
You know.
That's right.
And the prices is going up. You know what I mean? So you can't
gotta
add
stay on top of your
you can't add the same thing.
You're right.
And you might have to work a little overtime, but you'll be all right. Trust me, you'll be all
I
right.
was gonna tell you should come up with the father with more than two boys by a discount.
I don't know about the discount.
But yeah, man. So look, if y'all are and if you want to see him, just go over there and talk to him. Now, make sure he ain't busy. He's either at the location by Walmart or you can add him on Facebook, right?
Facts.
And you can get all his information. Hey, y'all go check Trey Barbershop
Trey
out.
Barbershop.
Even
Please
if
go
it's
check
just
them out.
going in there to be nosy. I don't think they sell snacks no more. You can go in there and check my man out. Man,
For
Ebony,
sure.
you got anything else you want to say?
No, that's all.
Trey,
We're just
For
glad to
sure.
have you here, man.
For sure.
Appreciate
For
you for coming.
I
For real.
appreciate you for coming.
Yes.
It's time to toast to success. Grab your drinks and tune in to the Toast Podcast.